Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to do color toning. Right now, the Adobe Photoshop workspace looks kind of weird. You can't see any tools. You can't see any layers, so if your Photoshop looks like this, you can go up to where it says Workspace, go ahead, Window Workspace, and then go over to the right and says Reset Essentials, and that will bring everything back for you. Now that you've got all your tools, you're going to go ahead and open your photo, go to File, Open, and find your photo that you want. I'm going to find it here. I'm going to use this image right here. Looks like a ladder on some sort of monument. Right now, here are your layers to the right. I always like to make a duplicate of the original image. So just as a backup, in case anything happens to your original layer. So just drag it to that little icon. Looks like a button, looks like a folded piece of paper. So now you have a background copy. See how this background copy doesn't have a lock on it? That means that you can edit that as a new layer. So a lot of you have been trying to change your image to black and white, and there's a bunch of different ways that you can change your image to black and white. So this is the best way I think to do it. You go ahead and go down, click on the image that looks like the circle with like a half color. It's called an adjustment layer. You click on it, go up to black and white. Go ahead and look at the dialog box. It's right there. What's really nice about the dialog box is you can adjust the black and white photo depending on the colors. You can toggle the green or the red or the blues like I'm doing. You can kind of adjust and play around with it a little bit. You can really get in there and make it look how you want. I'm going to go ahead and click off on that. Just click on that, see what it looks like after you click on the eyeball. So you can kind of do that and see what it looks like before the black and white and then the color. So the beauty about doing an adjustment layer is you can always go back and edit it. So maybe I'll change it. I'll click on that. I might want to adjust the color some more. You can double click it. It'll reconnect you to the dialog box, and you can continue to adjust things however you want. Another thing that's really cool about layer masks is you can actually delete part of it. So click on that. You're going to take your mask, go ahead and select the white mask, which is the layer mask, and then you go to your paintbrush, or you can click on letter B. If you paint with it over that, watch what happens. It's going to actually delete the black and white layer mask. So you're basically painting part of it. And if you go over the building, it'll do the same thing. But you can kind of see how that works on your picture, and just kind of have fun with it. Okay, so if you don't want that, go ahead and switch it. See where I switched down there on the black and white box? You can switch it, and then you can go back up top, and it'll restore what you did on the building. This is getting a little janky, so maybe we just want to select the sky. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to hide my black and white. I'm going to go ahead and click on my background copy. I'm going to use the tool called the magic wand. Sometimes the magic wand is hiding behind the other tool called the quick selection. So right now you're on the magic wand. It does a really good job of picking up pixels that are similar. So I'm going to click. Look at that. It noticed it's trying to select most of the blue pixels. So I'm going to turn my black and white layer back on. Okay, click on that. Click on your brush. Click down there below the black and white. And now you can continue deleting what you want to do with your sky. It's protecting it. It's protecting the bricks, essentially. All you have is your sky selected once you do that. Now you want to get out of it. Command D is what it does to deselect. So now you've got an interesting image where the sky is blue, brick is black and white. You have the option to get rid of it if you want. You can get rid of the eyeball. If you want to completely delete a layer, if you decide you don't want it, click on it and then click the trash can down below. It will delete it completely. Another way you can change an image to black and white is if you go up to Image Adjustments and then Black and White, and you can adjust it the same way. Same thing I just showed you, but the difference is that it's not a layer mask. It permanently changes it on the whole background copy. So you have your background copy, you have the background, and it changed just the background copy. Because I changed the original layer and it's not a layer mask, you don't have the opportunity to paint with black or paint with white or mess with it. It's more of a permanent layer in the background copy. My suggestion is to not do that for this one. Do it to the original way. Always go about it doing it this way with the little half circle and actually doing a black and white layer mask. Hopefully that makes more sense to you. So that's the end of how to change it with black and white. Okay.